Hey, it's Tyler, and I just wanted to make another Ender 3 video. I've been using this guy for about 2 weeks now, and I've done about close to 60 hours of printing and run almost 1,000 grams of filament through it so far. So I just wanted to do a little update video after 2 weeks to show off some of the prints I've done, a couple of the little improvements I've made, and then also talk about the printer so far as I've used it the past few weeks. Alright, so here's my Ender 3. If you watched the build video, you may notice a few little extra things here. The first of which is this little knob I printed for the extruder. It makes it very easy to manually push filament and feed it through. Super nice for swapping out filaments. I love that. It makes it way easy to swap out filaments. So if you get an Ender 3, I definitely recommend printing out a little knob for that. The other thing I want to point out is these little clips I made for the ribbon cable. Those snap right in and hold the cable against the frame, which is nice because it was just kind of loose. And then that also allowed me to print this little drawer. And I will post all the Thingiverse files for these in the description so you can print them yourself. This particular drawer is one that was made specifically for the Pro. It just kind of snaps into the rails. There's a couple little issues with it. It can't go back super far because of the ribbon cable. And then it doesn't pull out super far either. You can see you get maybe 1.5 inches that it pulls out. But it is still useful for holding all the little tools and things. One problem though is when this is printing and the bed is out, you can't get to your tools. So if you need any tools while you're printing, make sure they're out of the tray beforehand, or just keep the important stuff that you use out. Just use it for maybe the wrenches and things, but nice little drawer. Other thing here is this cover. If you watched the build video, I mentioned that I wanted to put a cover on this, so that's one of the first things I did, printed out this cover. And now when you're doing stuff with the controls, you don't have to worry about your fingers hitting open circuitry, which is nice. So definitely recommend printing that. Let's take a look at some of the other kind of for fun things I've printed. I've only run 3 different filaments through this guy. 2 PLAs and then a PLA plus, this black one. So these are the little spinners I made. It's a planetary gear spinner. It's meant to be a bearing, and I actually want to do some projects with these. Of course, I did some test cubes with the filament. So far, the best filament that is printed so far is this pink. This is a Hatchbox PLA. It is printed fantastic, but overall, the print quality has been amazing with this printer. No matter the filament, I'll show you these benchies I made. I don't have any benchies for this guy over here, but you can see with this black PLA, there's some little artifacts. But overall, it printed very well. You can read the text perfectly on the bottom there. It printed all the little details and holes. There wasn't too much stringing or anything, and the bridging worked fine. Like, that printed fantastic. Same with this white one. You'll notice some similar artifacts kind of in the same places as the previous one. So that just has something to do with the G-code and the movement of the printer. But these both printed really well. Way better than I could have expected. Of course, there's a little dog I printed, day one. Kirby, big old Kirby. When I got the pink PLA, I immediately thought, I need to print a big Kirby, so that's exactly what I did. That took like 6.5 hours to print. This is one I actually made myself in Thingiverse. I had all these little Zeiss lens cleaning wipes laying around, so I made a little box for them that fits them perfectly, and then also a little cup to hold the spray for my glasses. Default G-code for this guy, it tends to string a lot. So there's this little stringing test online, which I'll also post in the description. But someone posted a fantastic profile online that you can use, and it eliminates the stringing. Look at that. That's perfect. The only string you get is at the end when the whole head pulls up from the print. But look at that. That printed so well. I also made this little tripod adapter for a smartphone. It printed pretty well, except the tripod I got had an adapter, so I don't really have any use for that. Of course, with the pink PLA again, I have the floppy dog. And I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild lately, so of course I had to print this Breath of the Wild plaque, and it turned out super well. This is probably the third or fourth print I did, and I was super happy with it. Took a few hours, but it looks great, and I think I'll put some lights behind it because it looks pretty cool. Alright, so here's the most recent print I did. This one I think was one of the longer prints I've done, because both pieces took probably 4+ hours each. But it's a self-watering pot for plants. I got some plants I'm growing, some kiwis and starfruits, and I'll probably stick the starfruit in this one. But you can see it's got little holes so the roots can come down, and then you fill this part with water, set it in there, and it just sits and pulls the water up. So makes it a lot easier to care for your plants. Alright, so 2 weeks in, I'm very happy with the printer. Just wanted to update my review. I'm still loving it. In fact, I love it even more than when I first got it. I've made some little improvements, improved the G code, and it's printing better than when I first got it. So getting some really fantastic prints out of it. It's a really awesome printer to work with. I haven't really had any issues at all. So still very happy with this printer. If you're looking for a cheap printer under $250, Ender 3 Pro, or you can just get the base Ender 3 for under $200. So really, it's a great investment if you're looking to get into 3D printing and get some experience. I would highly recommend this printer still. I'll probably do another update to my review later on when I've given it some more printing time, but so far so good. So you may have noticed in the background when I was showing off the prints, I had all these little baggies full of PLA scraps. I've been sorting out my PLA. I really don't like to throw away PLA, even though it's mostly biodegradable. I just feel bad with all that waste. So I looked into it, and there's a few services online that allow you to recycle your filament. You sort it out, you send it to them, they weigh it, and then they reimburse you either with money directly, or I think Plate Again 3D, they give you points which allow you to get filament off of their website at big discounts. So I'm going to try some of these filament recycling services and see if they're worth using. Probably do a video on it and compare some of the different services, and hopefully we'll have a few viable options for reusing all of our waste filaments. Just wanted to thank you all for watching. I've really appreciated all the support my channel's been getting lately. I will hopefully have a lot more videos coming soon, but until then, just wanted to say thanks, and remember to create something today.